Hey guys, welcome to the Tuesday stream. We are back playing a little bit of Kerbal Space Program, and I'm going to go to the tracking center so we can go and have a look at some of the things that we need to do today. Today, my big plan is to go and do a moon base. Yes, it's about time we got there. Look at all the things we have been doing in this save so far, though. Oh, it is wonderful. It's amazing. But I got asked if we could do a moon base, and so I said, yes, we can do a moon base. Look at this. We've even got like a little connected system going around. You might be able to tell that I've changed my skybox yet again. It was the one that I was talking about last time. I thought it was much better looking skybox. I hope that you agree. I hope that it comes out well on stream as well. I know there's a lot of little dots that are just going to be passing across the screen quite fast. So yeah, we'll find out. I'm just having a look at all of these things over here, wondering what's going on with these. Going to -1 seems to be around the moon. Did we not bring you home at some point? Let's go and have a look. I'm just going to take a little moment. Hey Wise, how are you doing? Just go around and look at a few of these craft that we have actually up in orbit. Like, what is this? Why is this here? We've got ourselves an empty vessel with no Kerbal on board. It does have radio control though, so we can do some stuff with it, I believe. We've got connection. Yeah, we've got control. We've got connection. There's no reason why we can't use this for any project coming up. It's even got time to move around. Maybe this is just going to be a rescue craft, just in case. It's even filled with snacks still. We did this a little while ago, actually, on stream, right? Like last week or something like that. Hello, whoever the second person out there watching is. I hope you're doing well. I woke up this morning with this weird little patch on my finger. I don't know, it feels a little weird. It feels like I've got stung with stinging nettles, but I don't remember ever being got with stinging nettles. And I keep catching on stuff, and that's pretty rubbish. So we come into here and have a look. We've got to build a new surface outpost on the moon. I'm fine to do that. We've also got this dock 2 vessels on or around the moon. Wait, dock 2 vessels on or around the moon. We can get around to doing that, but I think the first thing we need to do is start looking at what we're going to be building here. A facility supporting at least 5 Kerbals. I mean, that's nice and simple. Obviously, we want a facility to be able to do more than just support 5 Kerbals. Hey, Forrest, how you doing? Add vehicle bay to Mun Base. Do it. I'm going to be doing so. Don't worry. But we need to actually make a Mun Base first. Before we can actually add stuff, we need to make the original. So let's have a look and see if we've got anything in here that looks like it might work as a Mun Base. There's like all sorts of stuff. You know what? I think it's about time we went through and started deleting a few of these files that are like, no, I don't know how to run that anymore. So yeah, well, I mean, maybe we could have done this outside of stream, not really taking up so much time. What I'm looking down here for is to see Mun Express, Mun Explore. Yeah, okay, we don't have like a Mun Base Alpha, which is kind of what I was looking for, just to make sure that isn't a thing that we did. Okay, that's fine. Wow, VTOL for sea ants. Nice. Let's delete all of these, because whilst they're great, they do contain some part modules that we don't have access to anymore. What are those part modules? I don't actually know. I thought there would be something like snacks, but no, snacks is up and running. Also, incidentally, do we have access to the things right now? I put foundries in, but it doesn't look like it's worked. Wise, to be honest. Let's go and have a look. I don't know where they normally sit on the R&D line, but they're going to be there somewhere. Let's have a look. We've got some amazing communication devices here. You notice how everything's a little bit darker on the thing now. The only thing that I've added is Kerbal Foundries, and it doesn't look like it's played nice with stuff, if I'm to be honest. It doesn't look like that at all. I'm looking for like advanced flight control, no, like specialized movement, advanced landing. You would expect there to be stuff here. Maybe this? Yeah, Kerbal Foundries. There we go. Okay, so we do have some stuff from Kerbal Foundries, so that's pretty cool. This is so we can do anti-gravity racing at some point. I assume that's going to be like down the end of one of these advanced motors. That there they are, anti-grav motors. We'll work towards that over time. Do we have some sites to spec? Oh, not quite. I was kind of hoping we could. Anyway, as I was saying today, we're going to make a moon base, and some of the things we need to consider with making a moon base is where are we going to put that moon base? Now, I made a little bit of decision. We're going to be making like rovers or maybe some low-level landers to move around and try and find stuff. So we want to have a lot of biomes relatively close. So I've been like, okay, let's go about here. You see where this like magical red square is, and a giant cube. We will build a giant cube as well. Borg style. But this guy over here, hi, how you doing? We're gonna put this the base in there because we have as I can use this to show, we've got like access to canyons, access to weird craters, we've got the slopes biome, we've got whatever this biome is around the outside, and then all of this around here. So yeah, dropping down a moon base right there, I think will be the winner. And then of course we need to go, all right, where is that on the actual map? Because that's always helpful, right? Where is that on the actual map? Let's go and have a look at the tracking station here, and we will have a look. So coming into the moon, that's the one. Yeah, that literally right there. That's the one. You guys can't see that very well on your screen. Can I press escape and get to the ambient light boost? It doesn't look like I can from here, I'm afraid, but right here is where I'm going for. Can we do it without so much lighting? If I kind of like bring this about pretty quickly, you can get like weird lighting effects that go around the corner of the moon. But anyway, that's the one we're going for, not this one with the sideways. So let's go and build this. 5 Kerbals. I reckon like we could do that with a hitchhiker's can and then a landing can type 1, right? That would be super simple to do, but that sounds easy. That sounds easy. Oh man, we have broken the ocean depth record of 10 meters, guys. I did not know that this was a thing we could do. I'm not going to concentrate on it today, but there's a way of like getting the depth record. Okay, explore Minmus. We did that last time. Plant a flag on observational surveys. I can speak more Minmusings. Okay, that's cool. That's fine. I just wanted to make sure there was nothing in there that I didn't want to not be aware of. Hey Cubic, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. We're currently trying to work on Mun Base. Now, to meet the requirements for the contract down here, so I'm just trying to think where they keep the... There we go. Bam. That's Mun Base Alpha. I think we need to do a little bit better than that. I don't know about you guys. I feel like we could do a lot better than that. We could get some sort of... We can do better than that, but how are we going to do better than that? I reckon we want to have things like this. The passenger modules going around. Oh, we're not allowed to attach them like that. Oh look, I was kind of expecting things to attach to the side. Hey Baruki, has been some time, man. It's been some time. An Ender Murph, add robotic arm to the base or make a launch pad for small rockets which can be rocket. Okay, launch pads. I like the idea of launch pads. We can work on that. I was just going to work on the central bit in the middle, which is the first thing that we need to drop down. We need to have capabilities for 5 Kerbals, and then also, that's a terrible adapter. Just use this one and be happy with it. That's huge. I can't get over how huge that is. Is there a stumpier version of this? I hope there's a stumpier version of this. There best be one around. Also, look how dark everything is. I cannot get over that. Kerbal Foundries, as I say, installed it, and it's just made everything really weird. Anything in the aerodynamics for an adapter? No, there's not. That's a bit of a shame. Okay, so we'll have to go with this fuel tank here. We'll just drop that in the middle there. Drop this bad boy down the bottom as soon as it clicks in a place. Small. So yeah, we are going to be making a small ground station for stuff to get docked to. Structurals, we're going to get a bunch of these. Let's go for 4 around the outside. 4 or 3? Let's go with 3 actually, because then we can get some weird things going on with the actual doorway as well. I want to kind of pull this around here. We're going to make landing legs, but they're going to look a little weird. Because I like weird around here. Something like that. It's huge. Something which he's never heard before. You got it, man. You got it. Illness is pain. You know, it's almost like it's our body's way of telling us something is wrong. Illness is definitely not a winner in my books. It does the job well. Wow, look at that. Epileptic warning, if you please. I just can't even, guys. I just can't even. Okay, let's try and rotate it that way a little bit. Seriously, what is up with that? It knows what its final fate is going to be, and it doesn't like it. Okay, so let's try placing it on this one. How about if we straighten this up Attach this to that just like so. Wow. Have we found ourselves a bug in the game? I do dislike it when it... Wow. Okay, alright. Well, that was my plan. Yeah, I did attach it. You should get the mod near future spacecraft. Nah, I'm alright with that. Thanks. I want that to work. That's my big problem right now. Okay, let's try and do it another way. The flat docking ports are obviously not working for us, so I'm going to come into the structure. I'm going to get ourselves some cubic octagonals, and we're just going to attach 3 of those there like that, and then this should just go snip it. Something wrong with the... Okay, let's just do it ×1 to begin with and see if that makes it any better. Maybe that we got ourselves a big problem. Okay, so that works like that. That's good. That's good. We can work just from the octagonal strut now. Okay, that's cool. Is that even attached in the right way? It looks like it. It looks like it. 2, 3 if we can. It doesn't like it, look. It really doesn't like it. I am stumped, guys. I don't know if you could tell. I don't know if you could tell. This is very unusual. Okay, so we're not going to be doing that. All right, fine. Let me just quickly put down some structural fuselage instead. That's a little bit more beefy, so that could actually probably take a bit more of an oomph on landing as well. Let's try and go back up this way. Something like so. Get your old 3 rotating part out. Boom. Okay, looking much better. Much better. Bring this down here and then maybe use one of the aerodynamic nose cones to put a real sharp twist on the end of it. I'm not sure whether it will twist enough, but yeah, look at that. Almost like it was intended to be so. So about the Kerbal Foundries, I didn't catch that. Can you repeat that? Yeah, I've installed Kerbal Foundries, and all it's done is made things go a little bit weird. There is access to the stuff, like where are we? This stuff here is all Kerbal Foundries, but obviously I haven't unlocked the science for the late game stuff. Okay, so we need to get a few things that are very important in this. We need basic comms, we need basic power, we need basic ways of working around all the ways that the game wants to kill you. And then let's not forget, of course, that we currently have snacks installed as well. It would be hilarious if we got out there. Look at that. Small inline reaction wheel. That's going to do all the difference. It'd be hilarious if we got out there and then realised that we didn't have what we needed to keep these guys alive. Okay, where... You know what? I feel like we could have actually just attached them to the inside of here. Hidden here. Do you have the KSP wheels folder? Yes. Whoa, hey, Sebastian Doopy. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. We're currently just building ourselves the main module of a Mun Base. And I'm trying to figure out how to put some snacks on here without completely destroying the look of the craft. Obviously, we're going to have to be building upon this. What is the snacks input right now? Does it actually tell us anywhere? One of these gives us a full readout of all the things we have. Okay, let's just have a look. 150. How long do we want this Mun Base to last? Because obviously with the snacks mod, yeah, the game check the anti-gravity. What about the anti-gravity stuff wise? I just said that I didn't have access to it because I didn't have the science. Yeah, how long is this outpost going to last on the moon? Because of course the snacks last, each Kerbal needs 3 snacks a day. So so far we can get 5 Kerbals down. We don't actually need to have the 5 Kerbals. This has only got a small amount of fuel in it as well for landing. That's fine. How are we going to make a landing structure? Are we going to have something that attaches and detaches to the top of here? What I'd really like to have, if we have the coupling and we have the Clampetron Junior docking port here, that will do wonderful. No, it's not the parts are broken, but it is doing some weirdness for the attachments and stuff now. But it's no biggie, nothing to worry about. So with that being upside down there, what I'm actually going to do is now throw a probe core on top, and we're going to build ourselves a little like sky crane landing system up the top of here, because we just want to be able to put this down and then fly away, and the whole base will be able to run itself. Right? That is ideally what we want. The electrics definitely are going to need some serious various photovoltaics, probably these ones here actually. They will fold out, and let's do a quick extend test to make sure they look good enough for me, because of course we'll have like an actual serious power generation unit out there at some point. I believe we've got Kerbal attachment systems, so with the EVA items we should be able to put things like in here. Where are we? We've got the joint socket. Is there actually a... Is that the one that it used to be? I thought there used to be a fuel pump of some description to be able to connect them together. We could use the ground pylons. I was fairly sure we're just going to want to put one of these on here, though. So, hey, 3, how are you doing, buddy? It's good to see you, man. It's good to see you. I'm not sure what we're going to strap this to. Oh, and Alex, how you doing, man? How are you doing? Yeah, I'm not sure what we're going to strap this to get this off into space. I've got a feeling, I don't know if you guys can see the vision that I have here, but I see 3 big rockets nuzzling around here to lift it off. Yeah, that's going to work out well. Okay, fine. Fuel tank, and then something like one of these. That is there almost entirely to provide me with enough angle to get the engine away from the engine plume away from the side of the rocket, of the spacecraft base, whatever it is we're making here. Okay, so that looks pretty good, and then this needs to come down maybe a bit more like this. I mean, maths is pretty difficult, buddy, as we've had this discussion before, but it's also a glorious way of you expanding your mental capabilities, you know? That's what it's all about, really. Did anybody catch the impact... It doesn't have it here. Impact tolerance, 10 meters per second. Okay, that's pretty good. The next thing I want to do is check the structural fuselage, just to make sure that we can hit the floor at more than 3 meters per second. Okay, that's cool. This is going to work out well for us. So that looks good. This looks good. Does it have what it takes? 1,000 delts? I think it's got what it takes, guys. I think it's got what it takes. Now we just need to figure out how to get this to the moon. That's going to be nice and easy, right? Super simps. Do we have any restrictions on parts or mass? No, we don't. Okay, that's good. I like this. So if we get these large decouplers, and as much as I don't like the fact that they're going to leave little decoupling bolts all the way up and down there, I feel like that's probably the best way to go about attaching some of the big old boosters that we got. Orange tank, bam, nice. Maybe too much? What do you guys think? Maybe a little bit too much? The pace is killing you. Yeah, I get that, man. I get that. That's the thing with like schools and universities and stuff. It's not at the pace you want to learn. It's just at a pace, and you got to keep up if you want to keep up. 100 days until GCSE exams make you feel like you should be revising. I mean, what is it you care about? You revise about that? Actually, yeah, you probably should, buddy. To be honest, I want to be a good role model here and be like, yeah, maybe. Okay, let's go in and put... What are we going to call this? Anybody got a name for, like... do we call this, like, Pythagoras? Something like that? Yeah, I'm going to go with Pythagoras. As we're... suddenly I'm like, can I spell Pythag? Or... no? Can someone give me a heads up on how to spell this old guy's name? So you have to keep, otherwise you will fail. Yeah, that's kind of a thing there, unfortunately. Though, like your tutors will totally be on helping out outside of time. Yeah, there we go. Nice. You managed to put it up just in the time. No, we're naming it after Greek philosophers and mathematicians, it turns out, today. We're going to have like an Aristotle module, and yeah, that runs short of my names. Archimedes, and who was the other guy with the thing? Yeah, I know Pythagoras things. I mean, I almost think we're nearly there. I'm just going to throw some... Oh, man. Archimedes. People coming out with names I've never heard before, but that's cool because I'm not really a scholar on ancient Greek peoples. I would like to know more because, you know, it's where everything started from. But at the same time, the people that we hold in most highest esteem also came out with some absolute rubbish. Sort of like, you know, Galen and the Seven Humours and stuff like that. Like, I mean, doing the best he could with what he had, but that's the problem right there, you know. I failed throwing uni and making overpriced wood figurines. That's a good plan anyway, man. You can do that and uni. Just putting that out there. Like, the glorious future we all seem to be headed towards is a future of small but varied income streams, and I like it. I like it a lot, actually. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. We just need to put some boosters on here, and we're away, right? We like, I can see all sorts of issues here, but let's do it anyway. Let's just go ahead and do it. Well, where's the largest kickbacks? Do we want to put some Pollux on the side of this? Yeah, I think maybe we want to put like triple Pollux on here. Yeah, let's do that. They look good. They look chunky. They're part of the 1.8 meter range, I think. I'm not sure. They're the new ones that I got for the 1.8 update and having the Breaking Ground DLC, which is probably the one DLC I would be like, hey, if you guys don't have Breaking Ground DLC, get that. Don't worry so much about the making history. I can understand why people wouldn't want that. They misunderstood a need for making history. Okay, so does this look workable to you guys? It kind of looks workable to me. I was rather expecting those to give me a different reading there, but 4,500, that should just get us to the moon. We're not looking to get there and back, we're just going there, right? Hey, Super Gary Gamer, how are you doing? It has been some time, dude. It has indeed. It's good to see, though, man. It is good to see. What have you been up to? Should we just try flying this? Anybody know any reasons why we shouldn't just try flying this like this? I could probably think of a few. We don't have any comms, and we don't have any like backup electrics. Like, if I forget to expand my solar panels, what are we doing? We're doing that. Okay, and then we need the comms, and I don't know whether I want to put comms like out here or up here. This is the one that's a relay, but we don't want a relay, right? No parachute. We're not coming home. It's okay. We're not coming home. Gonna grab a booze and popcorn. All right, that's a good shout, man. I'm guessing because this is a moon base, not a moon satellite. We are not gonna need relays, right? So I could just put these fold-up things here, and we're gonna be fine. That's my plan. That's my plan. We might need to put more relays up as we realise that we haven't actually put enough moon infrastructure out there. I kind of feel like no parachute, mostly school. Yeah, I get that, man. I get that. Tiberius. I mean, we definitely would. Are we gonna send Jeb? Are we gonna send Jeb? I kind of don't want it. Let's get it out of there. Jeb. All right. Gustos is probably our highest decorated. Word that I'm looking for is pilot. Billy Bob Jewel, also very good. Chaplin. We've got a lot of guys here. I'm gonna send one of the less experienced guys. School is time consuming. It's almost like they like portion out all of your time. Okay, so we're going to send this. These guys are going to live on the moon. They're going to eat all the snacks up until the point when we send some more up with the next module. And then we'll find out why it doesn't work, and then we'll send a rescue mission up. Because that's how Kerbal works, right? Absol predicts explode. It could well be. You guys don't see this red square here, right? I did turn that off because on my OBS preview, it's like, hey, you've got me selected. Yeah, there we go. All right, it's gone. Boom, boom, boom. Venga Boys did that tune, right? Okay, so I already see one problem. We didn't put any struts between the solid boosters and this internal structure, but you know what? I don't care. I like flying by the seat of my pants. 3. I don't know what that saying actually means. People have been using it around me my entire life, but like, what am I literally tearing off the bottom of my trousers to try and fly seat of your pants? What? Anyway, 3, 2, 1, go! All right, looking good. Let's try and just check out the fuel burn rates here. We've got some liquids and we've got some solids. I want the solids to burn out way before the liquids. I do also note that we are accelerating about 3 Gs. That's at least double what's going. We don't need a supercomputer to predict the ship's trajectory. It's going up at the moment. We should definitely try and pull over, though I note that we have not got any fins on this craft, so I've got a feeling we're just going to punch up and then punch sideways. It's not the most efficient. My boy Pythagoras would be very disappointed in what we're doing here, but we're going to do it anyway. Watching this in VR gives you motion sickness. Yeah, I can understand, man. Yeah, I would avoid that if at all possible. I mean, to be fair, VR is not great. The only VR that I've played that's not given me motion sickness was Skyrim, and that's because they took your peripheral vision away from you when you did any moving. You know what? I'm cutting my main sails. We're just going to let the solid boosters take us all the way up to orbit here. So the Pollux a little bit more powerful than I was expecting. Oh man, that is a lot more powerful than I was expecting. But we're doing all right. Okay, is the ship going to be pulling over? There we go. Be gone from me. All right, this is going to be a little bit more inefficient than I was expecting, but that is fine. I am like the inefficient space program. I can do these things. All right, add maneuver. Let's just circularize out and maybe look at where the moon is. Maybe we can take advantage of this terrible trajectory that we have started up here. I noticed that we don't have trajectories running. Might have to try and sort that out at some point, because trajectories sure does help with a lot of stuff. Okay, so if we just pull that back here. Okay, I'm too far away to find the perfect point. There we go, perfect point. Ignore what I was trying to say then. Are the 1.8 boosters any good? Yes, too good. Too good. You know what? That is almost exactly where I need to be. Maybe we're a little bit too far forward. Let's just circularize out and make do. Ooh, yeah, I can rate the 1.8 boosters. I can definitely rate the 1.8 boosters. Okay, let's drift our way up. So, did people watch the amazing space newses that happened this week? The transit of Mercury. Did people watch the black dot go across the great big bright dot? I watched it on the internet. I unfortunately did not get my act together quick enough to end up sorting out some sort of projection system for at home. All I needed was a pair of binoculars, but my life's a mess. So I would have loved to have actually made a projection of it. Blue planet flat, yeah, mate, yeah, brilliant. That was one thing that did annoy, but the whole way through it, and I probably shouldn't have done this, because there will be some gullible people that aren't the flat earthers that will go out and do it. But there were flat earthers on the Mercury streams being like, it's so fake. I'm like, look, mate, if you want to go and prove it's fake, just go and look through the sun in your telescope at it, yeah? Just go on, run off and have a good old stare at it. Which I know the only people that are going to do that are absolute idiots. So I don't know, maybe I did a bad over the week, maybe I didn't. But also, at exactly the same time, almost as if SpaceX hates us watching anything else, they decided that they were going to relaunch a fairing, which, it's not really that amazing. It's not great. Yeah, thanks, man, thanks. Yeah, I thought you'd appreciate that. Another 3 commended me on my troll. Take a ship to Mercury. Yeah, exactly. Like the North Koreans can sort you out there. They're amazing spaceships. Let's just go up there and fly. Stop talking trolls and just go and do stuff. Timings were super off here. Anybody else notice my burn time is just like mess? Wait, what's going on here? Why do we not have control? Hello? Control? Hello? Alright, could I please? Why did that not... Alright. Okay, no problem. We're just going to brute force it. Brute force. There's never any problems here. Don't worry about it, guys. Don't worry about it. Efficiency is overrated. Efficiency is as overrated as aerodynamics. Let's get rid of that. Let's just fly by. Again, the seat of the pants. North Korea, they can't even missile out the country. No, they can get it out of the country. They just can't get it back to where it needs to be. So, like, as always, throwing something up and out of the atmosphere is not the hard bit. Like, as we're demonstrating here, getting up and out the top of the atmosphere, that wasn't hard. Now that I'm trying to, like, get a nice circular orbit, is this thing going to make... I don't think this thing's going to make it to space, Lyle. It's made it to space. I don't think it's going to make it to the moon now. I may have slightly overcooked all my fuel budget. But, I'm good. All right, add this maneuver. Let's see what we've got. Let's see what we've got by the time we finish this. Oh, look, there's the line. shall we revert and do it properly this time when it doesn't steal control off of me? That's what I'm gonna blame that on. I mean, we're already 8, 9. What have we got? We got 1,000. So that's 1,000 delts left by the time we're done. No, we can do it. We can do it. Let's do it. The merch. I definitely want that aerodynamics is overrated picture. Like if I could get that done really well. Like, who do we know who draws a good brick? Yeah, the efficiency is overrated with like all of the engines and one fuel tank strapped across the top of it. Jazza does draw a good brick. It's true. Jazza draws a pretty good everything, to be fair. Well, no, as long as you want it comic book style. I mean, I think he'll be the first to admit this. If you want it something like, yeah, what's a parachute? Also a good one. Okay, anything going wrong yet? Anything badly wrong? So far we've just got lack of fuel, and we could just revert that at some point. Can't draw a brick, but I have a picture of a brick GPU. I mean that might work out. I've got a feeling this burn time down here is going to lie to me again. So this is a stock thing, just to let you know. You know, this isn't better burn time or anything like that. It is just something that comes with the game, and sometimes it proves to not be the smartest of systems. Oh, excuse me. Jet burns in the atmosphere is an image to that caption. I mean, yeah. Take it. Can we take it? Can we take it? That's the question. No. There we go. Take that. Okay, let's have a look at the moon. Let's see what our income. Oh, you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. Add maneuver. Just tell me what my fuel budget's going to be. This isn't even where we want to come in, is it? Because we want to land on the. Oh no. Where is it? We're landing here. This crater here that you guys can't see still. Not ideal, if I'm to be honest with you. Maybe we just want to put it into orbit like this and then wait for a little bit. Which we can't do because we've got people in the thing eating snacks. Let's have a look at our snacks limit right now. We should have literal thousands or whatever. Yeah, 1,300. None of which have been eaten because we've just been flying around today. But if we warp to maneuver node, margin 3 minutes. Yeah, that works. Okay, let's try it. I'm going to go retrograde here. We're going to watch the... Why does it keep doing that? There we go. Got to watch the Kerbin fly away. I keep wanting to call it the Earth recently. I've been playing this game since it came out, and never have I had it so bad where I'm going, it's not the Earth. It's not the Earth. Stop calling it the Earth. Not sure what's happened. I'm not sure what's happened. All right, all looking good so far. We're already building up some soil. There is an option at some point to be able to recycle that, but I'm not sure what we do with it in the meantime. What I obviously would like to be able to do is put it in a canister, strap a little rocket to the underside of it, and just like send it off somewhere. Don't particularly mind where. We could just like launch it at a moon mountain very, very fast if we want. I did ask this to like warp to maneuver, right? Good. Faster. That's what I like. Okay, so somewhere over here we've got the moon. There it is. It's coming at us pretty quick. Well, actually, we're kind of falling at it. I'm down with falling though. I wish it would go a little bit faster though. Are we gonna get there? More importantly, did I click on the right arrow? It looks like maybe I did, yes. 10%, 10, 5, 1 times. Okay, so we've already got through far more snacks than I would have liked, but not as many as I was fearing. We're going to just round off our orbit somewhat. Beautiful, beautiful. We're going to look for that nice biome-dense region over here. This one. So we want to make sure that we're doing a maneuver over here. So we add this maneuver and just kind of bring ourselves down because we want to bring our periapse. You see how it's now lining up almost perfectly with the crater. You guys don't because it's just a black dot. But I can see a bit of texture in the darkness around here where my mouse is. This is where the crater is, so I'm going to be trying to put in that way. No Wi-Fi caption for satellite. Yeah. Have you ever heard of Nerd City? I've not. Sounds like somewhere I'd like to hang out though. Let's just pull that way. Oh, a little too much. I just wanted to get the periapse being a little bit more over the center of the crater, and this way. I mean, we're in danger of dying, but that's all right, right? I would like to see what speed I'm coming in at, and whether we can totally nullify that speed, because we're about to drop off 150 meters per second from 7, so we're going to have 600. As long as I'm not coming in faster than 600 meters per second, we should be able to essentially suicide burn this. And if that fails, well, we just revert, start, and have another crack. Because that's how life works. It's not actually how life works. You don't get to have another go in real life. Just ask the Indian or the Israeli space companies. Oh. So what's Nerd City about? Give me the shout. I'd like to know. I'm guessing it's like a forum for people who like maths? Question mark? Maybe? Go! Get it down nice and low. That'll do. That's too far. Oh no. I don't have the fuel to be messing around with those. They're a YouTube channel. They critique YouTube. Okay, that's cool. I mean, to be fair, I think just about everybody on YouTube critiques YouTube. But yeah. Add a tiki bar to the Mun Base. If I could figure out how to do a decent tiki bar without 1,000 parts. No, this is wrong. I need to be down here when I'm doing this burn. I need to go faster. That's what I need to do here. Oh, do they? They put out... Okay. I am intrigued. Just get it above the horizon, man. I just don't want to be ploughing into that moon surface. Okay, here we go. In fact, if we leave that there, go warp to periapse, and then go round. Oh, we are totally hitting some of those moon mountains. Stop. There's only one way to save this. Alright, here we go. Let's see what we can do. Was that to Nerd City, Sebastian? Okay. Looking pretty good. I have definitely overcooked my fuel, though. I feel like maybe, just maybe, we're in trouble. As soon as I feel like we've gone over the edge of the canyon... not the canyon, the crater, sorry. Look at these striations here. Why have I never noticed these before? I presume, like, it's supposed to be shock damage. Oh, please don't hit me. Oh. You know it's good when the time warp goes, no. You need to fly this by hand if you're going to be that low. Oh, it feels bad. It feels close. And it feels like I don't have enough. It was that bad launch. Okay, so you guys probably want to watch me smash into the floor too fast, right? Alright, I'll do that. Yeah, no, this ain't gonna work, is it? Look at it. Let's burn slightly up so we can try and avoid the floor. Yeah, not a chance. We're just going too fast. Well, there we go. This is the speed we get to ploughing the floor at. We'll go do that again without the terrible takeoff. Don't forget RCS. Yeah, actually, RCS might have saved us here. The floor is solidified lava. You might be right there, buddy. You might be right. Hit like an alcoholic hits his wife, dude. Different culture, man. Different culture. Ready? Boo! Oh, bounces. I actually thought some more of it was going to survive for a moment there. Let's oh, this one kind of is being drifted across the floor. This one's not going to hit the floor hard enough. It's just like, no, I'm going sideways. Not going down hard enough. Oh, there goes the snacks, and it's off. Wow, we all know what's going to happen to this bad boy. Let's time accelerate this, because we're a bunch of monsters. We like to watch for things die. All right, catch you later, Cubic. Catch you later. All right, we're coming back down. We're approaching the floor at roughly 80 meters per second downwards. Obviously, we're going to have some forward velocity here, but look at that dial. We're going down hard. Last piece of debris. Bounces. What? They bounced. Well, that's just not fair if you are. Pythagoras debris be like a squared plus b squared equals boom. Yeah, you got it, man. Okay, again, let's try this without the terrible launch. I know what happened wrong there. I know what happened there. Also, we could totally save a whole lot of fuel by not using our engines so much. Well, I'm going to throttle it down to about a third, and I've got a feeling that'll be more than enough. Oh, we're not traveling anywhere, that's why. Cover your ship in whatever that is made of. Yes, buddy. You're right, crazy nerd monkey. It's been some time, man. I remember you. How have you been, man? How have you been? We are building a moon base, but we're building a moon base in our classic ways of realizing that before we've even left Kerbal that something has gone wrong, but completing the mission just to show how badly wrong it had in fact gone. We were operating to tight budgets, so tight in fact that we ran out of fuel just above the surface of the Mun. Rather embarrassing, obviously, but you know, nothing that we can't take care of. We're currently about 3.5 kilometers up in Kerbal's atmosphere, flying fast, approaching the speed of sound, as you can tell by the Mach effects that are starting to kick in there. It's looking pretty good, actually. It's looking pretty good. The fuel burn rate is definitely much different this time. Hopefully the solid boosters are just going to be taking us all the way up into a nice easy orbit, currently taking us up to about 30 kilometers, but I expect that to at least triple. What was the jankiest repair / bodge you've ever done? Oh man, it's been so many. But generally it's just like slapping a bit of tape on something to hold it together until I can do it properly, and then not doing it properly. That happens, you know. All right, let's say goodbye to these solid boosters. 3, 2, 1, goodbye. Turning my engines off to coast my way up. We are looking at about an 80 kilometer orbit. It's pretty nice. It's a good height to come in at. I like to be somewhere between 80 and 100. Obviously, the lower number you use, the more efficient your O-berth effect is for your transfer burn. Stars coming out and beautiful. Yeah, I'm not sure if I could quantify my most jank repair. I suppose using polyfiller to repair almost an entire wall that we had gone through would probably be the one. Really needed a new bit of dry board, but yeah, newspaper and polyfiller works really well. All right, anyway, we are up in orbit. We are making our way towards the Apple Apps. Just busted our way out of the very top of the atmosphere. I think at about 80 kilometers I'm going to start my burn. We are at 76 right now. And I think we want to look over this way. All right, nice. Looking very good. Very good indeed. I'll take that. I will take that. All right, 3, 2, 1, fire. 8 seconds away from Apple Apps. Definitely pushing it further out. No, we're not. We're about there. But what did you do to break it? Push someone at the wall. just mucking about, you know. This was a long time ago now. A long time ago. Okay, Apple Apps is now starting to go forwards a little bit, so I'm going to pull this back down. All right, Wise, have a good sleep, man. Have a good sleep. The Wi-Fi network in Sebastian's area is terrible. That's why I like to keep myself wired to most things. Okay, looking much better now. Much better. We got into a nice circularization without having to drop any of our fuel tanks. Wait, this might be entirely where we were last time, but, you know, at the top of the hill, 2 bars. Wow, yeah, that's pretty bad, man. That's pretty bad. Have you considered having relay stations set up? Have you considered subscribing to Starlink? I hear that's all the rage nowadays. That, of course, was the actual mission that SpaceX were doing in their retesting of the previously flown fairing. That's not where I wanted to be. But honestly, I was just there for the first stage recovery, you know. I just want to watch that rocket land on the pad. Be like, yeah. Can I please click this? Okay, how much closer can we get? I reckon about there. Beautiful, efficient. Oh, your wall's paper. No, it's gypsum, mate. Gypsum and paper. So yeah, kind of. It's kind of. Okay, where am I going here? We are going to the moon. We need to point ourselves. I mean, we're roughly looking in the right direction anyway. So let's do this wonderful button here, which is warp to next maneuver node. Yeah, like the outside walls are made of bricks and stuff, but you know the ones inside was. Yeah, they're weak. The Falcon Heavy simultaneous landing of the boosters were by far the best. Yes, I do agree. But it's very, very rare that the Falcon Heavy actually gets to take off nowadays. We watched its like test flight, if you will, when they first brought the first boosters back, and then we got another one where they were doing something for the Air Force that they wouldn't tell us what, and that was about it. Yeah, that how not to land an orbital booster. I mean, the thing, rocket science, hard. Rocket engineering, hard. Yeah, so you're gonna have a great collection of failures, especially trying to catch stuff, you know. Most Polish houses are strong Soviet houses and therefore all out of bricks. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, that solid slab of concrete build style you guys got out that way. All right, here we go. 20 seconds off our burn. We're doing this one a little bit more efficiently this time. No longer just being like, whatever, they'll burn in that direction. 12 seconds to go. We've got a 10-second burn scheduled for an instantaneous window here, but, you know, I sometimes like to go a little bit early just to make sure that I hit all the markers, but sometimes that really ruins where you're going. That's the thing about orbital dynamics. It's not just about being at the right amount of thrust, it's the right time as place as well. Okay, let's have a look at what our passage into the moon is doing. No, it's always never there. Okay, here we go. Let's bring this in. I'm not sure where we want the periaps to be, but less than can we bring it less than 100? 20. I think that's very, very close to the floor. Very close. If you want to hang a picture, you need to drill for 20 minutes. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good, though. That is pretty good. I should imagine you've got the situation of once your place gets warm, it stays warm, but if you leave it for a week and then come back, it's like walking into an igloo. Though I hear igloos are actually pretty warm. So, I don't know. Let's try and not mix up those metaphors too much, but... Tomorrow we'll be kind of learning how to calculate Lagrange points. Dude, that's heavy stuff right there. That is heavy stuff. All right, let's try and warp our way up to the sphere of influence. Did we manage to go without doing a stage? We have. That's good. Look at this. carrying this stuff to the moon with us. At some point, we're going to have to go make a mission with a claw on the front of it that goes around and just picks up all the tanks and stuff, straps like parachutes to stuff we can push into an atmosphere, or slam stuff into the ground for stuff we can't get into an atmosphere. Ideally, we'd like to recover everything, get our money back, right? But at this point, we got over 1 million credits. I don't know if that's still true, because obviously we've launched this base, but we've got over 1 million credits. So use a 20-kilogram hammer and a titanium nail. That would do it, you know? That would do it. To be fair, I want everything in my life to be made out of titanium in some various form of oxide layer. That little rainbow effect you get when that happens is just amazing. Extension after extension of my house is made out of 12 different types of bricks. Dude, we'd just knock it down and start again at that point. That's not true. I was talking to my girlfriend today. We've been walking around the local town we live in, and like, so this is an old town. It's been standing for time, like, and to the point of I can't actually wrap my head around the fact of how long people have been living here, right? And seeing all the different types of bricks on display. It's, you know, as I was saying, like, somewhere out there's an expert who could just look at those bricks and tell you exactly when, where, and at which company even built the stuff. I'm not that person, though. I'm not that person. All right, where are we at the moment? We are on our way up to the moon. Come on, let's go. Let's go. It's not like we've got all day. I mean, to be fair, we've got as much time as we need, but...
My update is taking all day.
Your update is taking all day? Yeah, well, it's like a 100 gig game.
It's not even that. It's not just Windows update.
Oh, your Windows update. Wow, Windows. Oh, that's true. There is a computer on the same internet as me doing a Windows update. So if anybody notices any problems, let me know, and I'll tell her to like hit the power switch.
It's downloading it. It's installing it.
Yeah. I know, making jokes.
I'm sorry. Bad joke.
You're a bad joke. All right, where are we going from here? We want to get down to the Perry apps. Hit this. Strawberry vodka is good. Strawberry vodka is okay. She literally was just passing through the room 3. Sorry. Okay, we are down at our periaps. The reason that I want to be at the periaps is because it's the lowest point of our orbit, and it's therefore the most efficient place to slow down as fast as possible, I think. I don't know. But might not be, but local geology means cheapest material is sandstone and mudstone. Oh, right, Bath. I'm not sure what the mudstone is like. Yeah, but we got areas like that around here. Strawberry, yeah. I mean, what do you call strawberry drinks that aren't vodka? You know. You know what? That's a pretty good circularization burn right there. I'm gonna try and spin up to throw away these boosters away from my craft. I can't even begin to think about how to pronounce that 3. Neliqua? Okay, so we're down to these tiny engines again. I'm going to try and put us in a good orbit for landing. Oh, that one over there. This point over here. I mean, really, we could wait until next Munrise. Nalevka? It's basically compote with alcohol. Okay, yeah, compote, yeah. Which is a bad explanation. Fair enough. I'm guessing it's just like a whole bunch of stuff boiled together and then fermented. That's what I'd do. All right, what's our current 1.5? Okay. Is this where I'm gonna try and come down? I kind of want to be over here somewhere. Add this maneuver, bring this down, and then try and put the periaps at the right spot. Yeah, like that. Try and take the spin of the planet into account. I think that will just about be what we want. So I know compot as probably something different as what you know compot as. Hey Honza, how you doing, buddy? Hello there indeed. General Kenobe. Okay, we're just about to try and put ourselves into perfect positioning for landing in one of the craters on the moon. Have you been to the Designs Museum on the Mars habitation? No, I have not. What is this you speak of? That sounds great, though. It sounds like something that would be very handy. Maybe I should go and check it out. I mean, if someone could stick that in Discord for me at some point, be like, hey, look at this. It will tell you how to habitate Mars. I keep forgetting that the Mun will tell you exactly how high over Kerbal it is. Not that you should ever aim for 11.4 thousand meters altitude over, because that will put you in the same space where the moon is. Bit of a problem there. Bit of a problem. Okay, we got 20 seconds to go until our next burn. I'm just going to use time warp to bring us there a little bit closer. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Landing. Well, it's not my landing burn. It's my positioning for a landing burn. What do we call that? Like braking burn? Positioning burn? We're going to hit the side of that mountain burn? I don't know. Go early, though. It's very crowded. I will check it out, man. I will check it out. Snick has just joined the Discord. Welcome. I don't normally have Discord open in the background, so feel honoured that I noticed that. Okay, so let's try and fly down to about here. Another free. Giving out the rules. Rules are very simple. They all basically boil down to be nice. It's pronounced Truskavkuvak. And there's the Design Museum. All right, thanks, guys. Oh, you got so community-minded in this group. I love it. I love it. All right, we're about to go over the lip of the crater. So you wanted to suffer while read all the different rules. In fact, we got three rules. Oh, on how to pronounce it. No, Super Gary Gay, please do inform me on how to pronounce these weird words that I have no idea how to pronounce. They're obviously not weird, you know. No, they're weird. You guys are weird. Everybody's weird. Okay, I'm going to try and aim for, I mean, I really did want to aim for up here, but as we're here, I'm going to try and aim for somewhere around here. I don't think we've got the Delta V for me to turn up here. Like that is a strong turn right there. Strong turn, and I don't think we could do it. Messages suddenly popped up. What's that? Okay. I don't know where the flat moon is. Moon's flat, yo. Okay, we are moving over craters at quite a rate. If I look down, okay, there's one crater. That's probably this crater here, which means that crater's a big one. And now we're going over the flat. All right, let's slow down. Let's just slow down. Let's just stop. Let's just slow down and stop. It's gonna kill the engine a little bit. Yeah, we got plenty enough Delta V for this. We are the Flat Earth community with members around the globe. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Well, I mean, like, they started off really strong with that tweet. I don't know if you guys actually went and read it. We are the Flat Earth Society with members in all corners. Like, okay, yeah, the square of the globe. I think that was the best bit about it, because they set themselves up really well and then just didn't. Okay, I'm going to totally stop my sideways motion here, because I'm looking at the ground underneath me. I'm like, yeah, that's where I want to land. That is where I want to land. We're on surface detailing here, so that's pretty good. Could very well have caught ourselves in orbit and then been like 30-40 meters per second out. We're getting very close to, you know what, I'm going to turn engine off. I'm going to do a quick save, and then we're going to try and make this down gently. We can hit the floor with anything less than 10 meters per second. If we're over 10 meters per second, which I will have to point out, 10 meters every second is very fast. Right, 30, 20, 4, 3. Okay, trying to throttle this down to a reasonable pace. I don't know how far away the floor is. Okay, less than 100 meters to go. Probably the best update they did in the game was giving us that button to swap between sea level and... Go. Balance. It's good. It's really good. It's really good. It's really good. Okay, we then want to decouple, swap over to this side. No. You, and then go full throttle, go. Like a sky crane. Oh, that was great. Oh, I loved it a lot. Where's he going? Okay, let's take a moment to just appreciate this guy off on his journey of madness. Brave little sky crane that came along to help us out when all we had to do was land something on the surface of the moon. He was like, no, we're not going to take engines with us. We're going to leave the item there. We're going to leave the base. No longer does it need to be self-motive. Oh, no, it could quite easily exist on its own. I'm not sure how much snacks it's going to have in it, but that's something to check out. We'll see how we can do with that. Okay, we're getting in close to the ground. I'm going to turn down the acceleration that we've been under right now. Here we go. All right. Brave little sky crane. You did us well. This is going to survive now, just to really annoy us. That is shaky screen epileptic warnings. I'm sorry, guys. If you have trouble with this, there's not much I could do about it. I mean, we could press V. That's worse. Oh, they're all worse. Yeah, no, they're all so much worse. Oh, there was stability there for a second. There we go. I mean, stability, big inverted commas. Though we are coming in on the ground again. I assume it's just like some form of moonquake. I mean, there's boulders down there. If only we're spinning backwards. Vomit comet is definitely. Oh. Hopefully, that dealt with all of our debris. I took my UI off. I was like, oh no, where's all my base and stuff gone? And now I've hit a bunch of other keys. All right, beautiful. That was looking good. We've got ourselves a nice little base in the middle there. All right, that's solid. That is really good. We need to go to a tracking station. It turns out. It's just for the sky crane, guys. Sky crane. Now, unfortunately, much like a heat shield and the coast stage, sky cranes they don't live very long. They're the most integral part we have of any flight, but they're just destined to die eventually. You know. Remember, the shortcut to remove all debris is Alt F4. Yeah, nice one, buddy. Nice. Should delete system 32 out of your Windows folder to make it run faster as well, right? Okay, so here's a base. It's a terrible looking base. Oh, wait, we've got some things to do here first. We need to extend all our antennae. Oh man, I really wish I had set up some not maneuver node, some action groups for this. And then we extend the solar panels. There's even a symmetry. We can't like add it to. Okay, that's good. That's good. Where's our scientist? Engineer, scientist. Let's get you out of here. All right, I think now what we need to do is go make a rover. I don't know about you, but maybe not even a rover, like some sort of landing craft that can go around and do things. Sticking out the tires, you know those bits sticking out of the tires through rims? No. No, I did not know that, but all right, let's take the surface sample. Good, it's fresh. It's fresh. It's the government GPS tracking you. Remove that to break yourself free. Yeah, we got some solar panels. We need to place a flag. What's the name of the base, everybody? This is Pythagoras, so it must be we're in Aegean crater, right? Welcome to Aegean crater. Plant the flag. Now, can I spell Aegean? No. Oh well, we'll go for it. Crater? Yep, there we go. And where? I can type. I can type. I promise you guys. I promise you. Where philosophers come to be forgotten. Okay. Let's get these guys back in the base. All right. So we need to think. Yeah, we need a science rover. That's what we need to get up here now. We need a science rover, something that can carry all the Kerbals that we got. Well, really, we just want the one, maybe 2 Kerbals to take with us. We need a science guy and we need a pilot, maybe. Oh look, we've made money from that. That's cool. That's cool. We made money from that. Pecan crater, that's nice. Okay, what can we do? We don't have the command seat. Why don't we have the command seat? Let's go and have a look and see what we need for the command seat. What are we missing here? Make it look like a beetle. Totally down. What, like the car rather than like an actual beetle? Because I would have been down for actual beetle. Field science, there it is. 300 science. Bah. Bah. Is that also where we get? Oh no, we got the processing lab here. We need to get a processing lab down. Do we have a processing lab? Wait a moment, guys. I think we might actually already have a science lab somewhere. These landed at Kerbins. I'm going to recover them. It's time. It's time. Look at that. We got ourselves a little bit of science there. Beautiful. Beautiful. Operation Flapjack. It's going to be sad. Oh no, he's landed, but he's not being able to pick up. There we go. Let's pick him up. Got long shot, currently splashed down. I think he was supposed to be a relay who ended up not being a very good relay, right? Make it look like a Land Rover Defender for proper British engineering. I mean, like, yes, but how are you on an escape trajectory out of the sun? I don't believe you. Orbiting, landed on the Mun, Grumble Cake. Wait, we've got something at the Mun already. What wonders are we going to find here? Is it going to be another lander, a rover? Is it going to be a base? I bet it's an old lander that we left without fuel on the surface of the moon. Oh, hey. Bounce. Oh, don't break. Oh, it's going to break anyway. What are you? You are a science mission. Look, we've got all the stuff out here. Look at this. Beautiful. You've even got fuel left in you. Oh, Honza has to leave because of bad internet. Look at this. Oh, this is here just to literally make this straight connection. Pew, pew, pew. He's on the Kerbin facing side of the planet. Like, so much so that you can't look up to look at Kerbin because it's directly above. Okay, all right. I know what's going on there. I know what's going on there. And then we got a couple of like Terminator tracing relays. And then out the back here, we've got this guy. Okay, alright, that's fine. That's fine. It's always interesting what I leave behind. I forget almost instantly, so. Panzerkampfwagen for Osthoff. Terminator tracing. So the Terminator is the technical name for where sunset and sunrise happen. It's like the line where the light can't get around the ball anymore, right? You know, you illuminate one side is day, one side is night. The line in between is called the Terminator. It's not like Arnie being like, hey. Okay, I could buy more. No, I can't buy more. I thought I just got a whole bunch of science in there. That's a shame. That's a shame. Okay, so we can't do that. We're going to have to put something else together. It'll be something... I mean, we could put a really boring-looking rover together. Like, really boring-looking rover together. Should we do it? Yeah, maybe. As soon as this loads up. All right, let's start with this. We can put a couple of people in it, right? We can put a couple of people in it. And then we want to have... let's go with a couple of these supports either side here. Can I get the radial on the go? Thanks. And I want to get in my science, the science junior over this side. And then, do I have reconnect? There was a mod that enabled me to do. So I don't know if you guys have got slightly annoyed at the fact that when you split stuff up, it's a bit hard to bring it back together again. What I mean by that is the fact that I'm going to now put a payload bay, yeah, like that, on here. In fact, looks like I'm going to do 2 of them. And then I want to do something to bring these 2 back together. Now, first I've got to do a little bit of funny stuff, trying to move this in and around. Oh, hey, Shadow. Dude, been some time since we've seen you at stream. How's your Shadow OS going? I noticed you posting pictures about that and stuff. I'm not sure whether that's a game or an actual operating system you're working on. What is that, buddy? What is that? Give us the down low. Unfortunately, every time you post is when I'm like asleep, so it's a little bit of poor timing on both our parts there. Okay, that's looking good. That's looking good. It's going great. Good, man. Good. I am glad it is going great. We need a snack tin on here as well. That's too big of a snack tin, so let's actually take this one away and put this one in place. Yeah, okay, cool. And it is an OS, not a game. Okay, thanks, man. Man, that is a big undertaking. I wish you best of luck on it, but wow. Want to turn this around in one of the ways that is very helpful to me that way. Okay, cool. Like that. Yeah, it's not perfect, but it'll work. Let's go there. Yeah, I like this. We'll pull this to line up with that one, and then we'll just assume that this is lined up. That's not how we're going to do it, is it? We'll pull this one over this way just a little bit more, and then we can use this to bring it like so. Oh, come on, work for me. Oh, almost looks good. Let's turn that snap to grid off and just use the pixels, man. Use the pixels. There we go. Okay, what do we want to put on the back here then? What do we want to put on the back? I don't have the right type of control unit. I'm always tempted just to throw another one of these here, but I've got a feeling what we actually want is something like there's like a rounded port layer, something like this on the back. Bam. I'm not super sold, if I'm to be honest with you. I don't think this is the best looking craft that's ever been designed. Unfortunately, because of the lack of like what's it seat, we can't just build something from scratch around that. So we need to try and like use stuff like this. I don't like the front face on it, if I'm to be honest with you. If there's anything I'm like, that's bad. I want to add support for some games. What games would you like to see? Well, obviously things like Minecraft. Because, you know, if you can't run Minecraft, is it really even an OS? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, KSP, of course. Do we put a rocket engine on the back of this? Is this how this moves around? Boom. Because we've got liquid and oxidizer on all of this. I kind of feel like we've made a terrible car. Can we do anything better? Not with the parts we've got. I'm looking at them. Like, technically we could like put maybe a command pod here either side, and let's see what wheels we got. Oh, this is even worse if we've only got tiny little wheels. This is why we need to have... Oh, guys. Really, are these motorized? That's a big question here. Let's have a look. Adjustable landing gear with 2 wheels and slightly stronger brakes, motor, and default suspension settings. That sounds like maybe it's got actual motorization to it when it says it's got a stronger motor. I might be projecting here and hoping a little bit too strongly. The size of those wheels, though. Wow. We'll try it. I mean, we gotta just like build stuff. Okay, so that's not quite what I wanted, if I was to be fully honest, if we can pick that back up, maybe we can press that button there. Yeah, there we go. Okay, it's always good to know your hotkeys for the different things you want. I'm not 100% sold on the design that we've got here, guys. Not 100% sold on it. Obviously, you guys are just as much to blame for what I'm doing here. Let's get this pointed nice and straight, like so. Beautiful, beautiful. Then let's copy it out at the front. Slam, oh gosh, no. Maybe slam a few sciences on it. That's totally not what I want. Alright, let's use the rotate, bring this round to the front here. So what I really wanted... I don't know what I really wanted, actually. If I'm to take a moment here and be like, honestly, no idea, I will say that. But I'm fairly sure I didn't want such a square front here. But I think we're going to go with it. Alright, let's see if it even... Rover. If it even roves. Who do we have to try and test this out? Because, of course, this is actually going to have to try and fly down to the moon all on its own, which will be very, very interesting. Let's open up the service bay here. Oh, look, we've even got a cubic octagonal to stick some stuff to still. So we want to have, like, the mystery goo on the inside here. Just one of them. It'll be fine. And we want to have it rotated out like so. Want to have a thermometer over this side, again rotated so it makes sense. Pressure mat. Okay, that's those. And the light scanning arm really should just fit in here, right? Really should just squeeze in somewhere. But where? If we do that on this side instead, and then turn this around, does that even begin to look like it fits in the bay? It does. Okay, what happens now if we preview the scanning range? Yeah, that works. It's upside down, but it works. Okay, let's fly it. Let's see what happens. No remote controlled or manned people. I mean, that is fine. Who is our test pilot here? Jeb. So every time he goes out, we recover him and he doesn't get any experience. Because, man, Jeb. Just coming along, stealing other people's seats in their rockets. Loading times. Okay, Jeb, let's have a look. We got rockets, not rockets. We got wheels on here somewhere. Motors are what the actual thing I'm looking for. So there's motor lock. Invert the lock. No, I do want to keep steering on the. Yeah, look at that. I mean that's fine if we're headed in the same direction the whole time, but we don't want to do that. Time to get Java to work. Yeah, Java kind of has to work on everything. You know, if your OS can't run Java, then you are in a little bit of trouble there. Where is steering lock? Okay, does that make more sense? A little bit more sense. We steer from the front? Is that a thing? Invert the steering on the back wheels. I was just going to leave them normal. I'll pay good money for something that runs Bedrock on PC. I mean, to be fair, most things run Bedrock on PC. Bedrock's designed to be run on a phone, and your PC is generally better than your phone. Generally. Okay, so this roves, but it roves slowly. I suppose that's why we've got the engine on the back, so that we can do launches. Okay, so we are missing solar panels. Yeah, generally. I know some people have better phones than they have PCs, but hey, Xander Pitchner, sorry. How you doing, man? How you doing? We are just testing a potential rover design here. We're going to send it to the moon. It's got science. That's kind of the important things there. It's got science. Bedrock on PC, yeah, anything newer than 5 years. Yeah, and even then. So yeah, we need power and comms. Do we need comms? I'm not sure if we need comms, but we definitely need power. Those are chunky wheels. Chunky wheels. I suppose that does mean it's gonna survive on the moon quite well. Totally looking for... because it's got like anti-roll and stuff like that. And you see how much give these back ones have? I want to stiffen that up quite a bit. Aha, spring ratio. More? Probably less spring ratio. More damper ratio, right? More damper, less spring. Doesn't look like it's changed anything, to be fair. All right, revert flight. Let's go and enact the changes we need to do and then strap it to a rocket and get it out of here. Right, we want to steer lock and steer lock. They should both be on. Yeah, okay, that's good. We want to have more brake on the back if possible. Doesn't look like it's got it. Oh, I saw an anti-roll here. Look, can we turn those all the way up? Let's just turn those all the way up. Might not be the best plan. All right, now we want to contract them. How do we? Is this not a deployable gear? It says it's landing gear, so I'd imagine it gets deployed with the G, right? There's a lot of buttons here, though. Wheel group, scale, anti-rolls, toggle gear. The animation takes so long. Okay, we'll put that there, and then we'll toggle this gear. Okay, I'll take that for now. I'll take it for now. Whatever. Do you reckon we can strap this to a rocket shuttle style? Yeah, I totally think we can. Let's go do it. All right, well, welcome to the VAB. Okay, let's do this. I want to get myself a great big tank. Let's put a decoupler on the bottom first. This hydraulic manifold sounds like a great idea. We'll put this down here. There's nowhere where it's flat. There's literally nowhere where it's flat. All right, well, we'll have to just make do with that. And then we'll go 3. And we'll pull this into vertical alignment. Okay, so like that, we should be able to now. So for people that have missed what I've been doing there, every now and then I will find something that doesn't attach flat to stuff. So I'll just put it down however I can, and then hit the rotate tool, this number 3 up here. And then when you click on that, make sure you're in absolute, not local, and then just kind of wiggle it back and forth, and it will snap to a flat upright. Little things that I have picked up over time. Okay, big orange tank. We're gonna need more of an orange tank. I don't know about you guys, but I just don't feel like that's quite working. So let's go for one of these. Maybe not so much underneath, but definitely on top. In fact, wait. I know what we can do here. Payload, aerodynamics. There we go. Good. That makes it look better. Totally. Now we want like a skipper or a mainsail. Maybe a mainsail. And we have to go, hey, where's the center of mass right here? And give me my center of thrust. Let's try and make one point at the other, shall we? Does that look about right? that look like it's going up and through there? Yeah, thereabouts. Thereabouts. And then we want to put some solids on the outside because, you know, they look cool. Are we going to have enough? I hope we're going to have enough Delta V for this. I hope we're going to have enough Delta V. Let's get some kickbacks on the side. They're upside down, of course they are. But does that look right? Does that look overly done? I think I'm willing to give it a go. I've got a feeling we're going to end up blowing stuff up in a bad way, but I think it works out. Let's put some struts on so it doesn't shake itself apart, because that's a thing that happens. Get in here. I want to start with these. Aha, I'm on radial for some reason. Let's... Okay. We'll go from the central tank then. Much better. Less problems. Less problems. Okay, so there's some struts there, and I feel like we need struts top and bottom. Oh look, we got the grip pad. Maybe we could have made a little something for the Kerbals to stand on. Oh well. Then we will just want one side here, if at all possible, to the top. Yeah, that looks like something that will rupture and kill everyone on board. And then you over here, coming from this to there. Okay, all right. What are we looking at Delta V wise here? I don't think it's even going to make it to orbit. All right, let's do a test firing. Let's see if it even survives. I'm not overly optimistic. I'm also trying to spin this round so it's looking the right way downrange. Okay, like that. The reason that I'm not overly optimistic is that we've only got like 3.2 thousand delts, and what we actually want is like 4. So let's try clicking outside my screen so I can't see anything. No, let's try clicking on the fuel tanks and then going one of these on top. Is that even gonna... That's 4. Okay, I mean, that is the number I said I was looking for, so I can't really argue with that. What I think I want to do now is pull this down, but then also push these up. Ever get a feeling you should put separatrons on stuff? Ever be like, hey, when these fire, we're totally going to be smashing up my rocket here? Should we do it anyway? Let's do it anyway. Feels better. It feels better. Okay. Do we have anyone on board? Jeb. You. I actually don't want to send another Kerbal along. So let's open this up. Did we put solar panels on? We didn't put solar panels on this, or comms. We're going to have to fix that. But I want to put one of these right there. Okay, there we go. Right. It's involved. It's in charge, basically. As soon as my Kerbals get on board, it's going to be right. Hey, rover, can you fire up the power settings? And it's going to be like, I'm sorry, I don't think you have sufficient authorization to tell me what to do. And before we know it, we're going to have like robot uprising on the moon. Like, what happens when the robots take over the moon? What do we even do at that point? I'm like, IRL. How do we keep the robots away from the moon? The robots will be like, well, you can't even survive there without our help, and rah, rah, rah. And we're going to be like, but it was ours. We saw it first. Nukes might work. Nukes might work. Okay. Is this even close? Is this even close? Do I want to do this and then bring fuel lines? Sorry, let's do this properly. Fuel lines from here to here. That's not the thing that I wanted. Okay, the problem here is I'm clicking the wrong button. There we go. Right. For some reason, it was on radial. I definitely wanted on mirror. It wasn't playing ball, so I had to use my think powers to make it work. Why is this not work? Look, this one refuses. I'm only allowed to connect one tube. Shenanigans, I call. Shenanigans. All right, here we go. Hopefully, the robot's got this. Hopefully, the robot's got this. It looks good. It looks good. All right, who... comms. I was going to be like, who wants to take bets on how we're going to fail? But we've already failed. They just love it when we fail in the loading screen, guys. It's my life. Put Septrons on the Septrons to guarantee separation of the separate... Ooh. Boom. Rover survived. Success. All right, let's go and put this communications array on that I was talking about. So we just want like the fixed stuff running down the sides. Let's go in communications, and then we'll come in here and we'll get these and press the correct type of symmetry. And I'm just going to put 4 of these down here. 2 on each side. That should give us connection during the whole flight. Fingers crossed. Okay, here we go. Launch it. I'm just going to press go because it already wants to try and fall over. We'll see how badly it just spins out of control halfway up. We'll put some fins in the place where the fins make sense. Then something. I mean, obviously, and then we get to the moon, right? Go! Yeah, and then we go to the moon. Okay, so far so good, actually. Let's have a look at our aerodynamic overlay here. There's definitely aerodynamic issues. There are definitely aerodynamic issues, but it's looking good. I love this skybox with the clouds. Just look at how good it is. Just look at it. That slight bluish green tint, the Milky Way in the distance, the ridiculous amount of wing lift bringing us round in a circle. Okay, well, what are we saying about that? We just need some fins at the bottom, right? Just need some fins at the bottom. All right, Seb, we'll catch you in a bit, man. Catch you in a bit. We nearly got there. We nearly got there. We ended up not getting there, but we did nearly get there. Solid fuels are about to burn out. Ready to decouple. So we need to think about that better. Let's put some fins on the bottom. So I'm guessing all we need to do is put them around the bottom of this orange tank. We're going to drop the orange tank or the boosters. Because we're not going to drop the boosters until much later on in the flight, right? Let's just put 4 around the bottom here. I prefer to actually use this tail piece for no real reason, to be honest. I'm not sure which one gives the most lift per part or whatever. Probably something I should look into. Like that. Is that going to be enough? I'm doubtful. I am doubtful. Gonna literally just TZ go. Any moment now. Oh, the loading screens. It's just, oh, it's so painful. It's just so painful. All right, TZ, go. Pull it back, pull it back, pull it back. I want to be looking up towards the horizon, not horizon, the zenith there. Just because we need to get out of the atmosphere as quick as possible. Ideally without punching through the sound barrier, but that looks like it's going to be a little bit difficult. The solid boosters on the side are just maybe just a little bit overpowered for what it is we need. It's trying to turn backwards, which is hilarious. Alright, keep with it, keep with it. We are at 12 kilometers up, moving at roughly twice the speed of sound. It's about twice faster than I wanted to be going. Coming up on 3 times the speed of sound, but if I could just keep my nose pointed in the right direction, we should be fine. We're about to run out of our solid boosters, which should be good. Oh, no. It's over. It's over. Oh, it was so close as well. It was so close as well. How do I keep it pointed in the right direction? Oh, look at that. That's horrific. Hey, Cyber Otaku. Welcome to We Try and Strap a rover to some solid boosters and orange tank in the manner of the space shuttle and see what happens. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of realign this. Or not. Can we, please? Just like that. All right, brilliant. Brilliant. And I'm going to assume that this was not the right amount of fins here. How many fins does it take to get to space? That's the question. Perhaps an international diplomacy question. Okay, definitely going to pull these down further. The reason is the further they are away from the center of mass, the more torque, the more leverage they have on the situation. And this is the last one we launch in this configuration without trying to find out another way of doing it. And now, obviously, the easiest way of doing it would just be to strap some boosters and stuff to the side of the rover and keep the rover in the middle. But it just doesn't look as cool. Are your wheels the right up? Wait, right up. They look wrong. I understand that they do look wrong, but it's unfortunately, just the way they are stowed. If I go ahead and toggle that gear, you can see that they come out at the bottom. Thank you, though. Thanks for keeping an eye out for me. All right, 3, 2, 1, blast off. Oh, that's even worse. Oh, it's even worse. Oh, it's so much worse. Let's go and turn that engine a little bit more, shall we? So it's this one here. We press 3. We give it a little bit of an angle. That's more than a little bit of an angle. I want this line here to look like it's going through the center of this mass. Unfortunately, the center of mass changes as we're flying, but that's it. Hey, King Golden, how you doing? How you doing? All right, let's try this one. Nah, we're falling backwards. Launch clap. Wow. Wow. Did you guys see that? All right, launch camps would be great, but I'm just going to launch. I'm just going to go. That's all we're going to do. We're just going to go. We're going to full throttle and go the moment everything launches. Okay. We were doing better earlier, and now we're not. You still have good work, man. Good work. Good work. I am not sure what to do about this. Not sure what to do about this. I kind of feel like I want to now strap one of those. Where are they? The big pivot engines. Looks like we don't have one at the moment. Actually, I can't remember what they're called, but they have vector engines. I mean, that's flat. We don't want flat. And that's very curved. Recently, you've been having trouble with your English teacher. Why do I have a feeling he'd say that differently? But go on. What troubles have you been having, buddy? What doth trouble you? How am I going to get this free of that? Ooh, nope, not like that. Not like that. Let's try pressing R. It won't change the type for me. There. That's what we want. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. I want to get everything. Yeah, everything. And then we just kind of tilt it a little like that. Oh, that might be a little bit more tilt than I was going for, but it's the right kind of idea. Something like that. Yeah. You've been censored in class along with 4 other people. Well, I mean, I'm generally on the side of the censor, but please, do go into details. Let's see if we have any sympathy for you. It'll give us something to talk about whilst the loading screens take our entire lives up. Ugh. All right, let's try and do this a little bit better. I want to actually put this up there. We're going to go full throttle, go, and then we drop the thing. We made a much better one earlier. Why is it suddenly so bad? Not just a little bit bad, but so bad. Got my thinking face on. Got my thinking face on. I mean, that is very obviously too much angle. But how do I make the right amount of angle? Like that? Like somewhere about there, and then we use the power of the offset to bring that back like that. Do you think that will work? Man, I knew I should have done. I know that shuttle-esque setups are difficult. Let's get rolling. Okay, let's see if this is any better. Go. No, that's still far too much. Ooh. I mean, if that's the way you want to roll, that's very interesting. It's still not quite the direction I was going for. We could totally just turn this around though, right? This is crazy. This is legitimately crazy. So far, my best plan is to actually turn my spacecraft back to front. Which is kind of not what I want to do. The reason being is that it's, one, going in the wrong direction, so wasting a lot of fuel to try and like counteract the twist of the planet. Be gone with you. No, we are done for. Alright, we tried it. It failed. Unfortunately, I cannot carry on like this, else I'm just going to spend literally the last however long on my stream doing that. So I'm going to go ahead and rip everything off of here and just make a slightly easier to implement design. We're going to do that. I'm going to grab me 2 of these type of decouplers. I'm going to throw them on the side of this here craft. Not that type of attachment though. I don't want radial, I want to have mirror. Again, straighten it out. Bam. Yep. Move it towards the middle of the craft, and then from here we'll build 2 massive boosters on either side of it. Because that's just how we do it. If we wanna win here, we go ahead and just strap all the fuel with a big old rocket to the bottom of it. Is that upside down? I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Alright, we'll do it like that, and then we'll get some main sails, because they are just like the ridiculous engines. Pop them down there and there. We'll get the nice little aerodynamic nose cone from here. Sounds like a pump has just started up behind me. Fuel tanks. There we go. We'll feed some liquids in from there forwards. And what does that give us? 3.5. Oh, you know what? That is very close. Very close to what we want. Do I just strap more? Do I strap more fuel to it, or do I strap more boosters to it? We could do either. Like, this would nearly be a single stage at that point. Nearly. Can we SST? I mean, we can orbit. We can single stage to orbit easy, but can we single stage to the moon? No. Okay, that's fair enough. And that is an extra 500 meters per second. More booster. All right, we will more booster. We will definitely more booster. The best thing about more boosters is... Oh, come on, look. They get used up at the beginning of the flight, and you throw away their mass, and you don't have to worry about it. Oh, look at this. What is this? No wonder it's not working. Okay, so what happens if I change this to radial at this point? Oh, that is weird. Dear squad, I would like to submit a bug report for your struts. Does that work? That doesn't work this time. Oh no, why? Let's go back to radial. Okay, that kind of works. I want to try and get it straight so that, I don't know, airflow reasons? Airflow reasons? I don't know. Let's pull this downwards. Let's make it a little bit more balanced looking as a rocket. And then we just want to go along and throw in loads and loads of boosters. And I mean, loads of boosters. We're going to do that. We're going to grab ourselves some of these 1.8 meter boosters. They are pretty pokey. Pretty pokey. As you can tell, they look pretty chunk. So let that be some sort of story as to how good they are. This should now get us to the moon and maybe even a little bit beyond. Which, you know, I'm kind of about. There, and then that doesn't even exist anymore. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Okay. My thoughts are your English teacher has a sense of decorum to keep up, which unfortunately sometimes counteracts with actually just like leading life, you know? That's my thought. But nobody ever wants to hear the reasonable argument. Oh man, what am I supposed to do about the boosters? Look at the struts. Sorry, look at the struts. They're just doing weird. So you know what? Who needs struts? Let's just fly like this. We can all see what's going to go wrong here, but we're going to do it anyway. Let's just fly. worried about the shape of my craft producing lift. The design has grossly changed. Yeah, so I remembered that trying to make a shuttle design was just an absolute nightmare, let alone if the craft you're strapping it to has its own aerodynamic properties to work about. So yeah, I went, nah. You have a bad feeling about this? I mean, to be honest, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's very wobbly. It's very wobbly. I'm all about the wobbly rockets. Like, we should be able to, now that I've hit go, just leave it like this. Just leave it like this. We are going to punch our way through to a very, very punchy orbit. Looks like it's going to be very high orbit, actually. I'm fine with that. I don't feel like we've got the cross section for moving through this level of the atmosphere at this amount of speed. We're already punching our way up through the sound barrier with less than 5 kilometers. Oh, I suppose we've just gone over 5 kilometers up in the air. The air must be acting like treacle right now. Must be like treacle. Let's do one of those. Look how good that looks. Look how good that looks. Just looking at the shape underneath here with all the different, so these are the different solid boosters. Yeah, that's the solid booster configuration. Okay, that's a very interesting, what was that? What was that noise? I didn't press a button. Huh? Oh, hey, Gorgonopsid. How you doing, buddy? How you doing? These are definitely all of the solid boosters. Yeah, yeah. Man, where are we going? 300 kilometers up. That's where we're going. Let's just let them fly away like that. Bye, guys. Bye, guys. Rocket's too hot. It's true. Oscillation creates stability. Yeah, you know it, man. You know it. Okay, the real question is our comms relay network good enough to keep this completely automated boy connected? There's the only solar panel we've got. We could probably put some more. In fact, we're out in space. Let's do it. Extend those solar panels. Extend those solar panels. Nice, nice. What mods? Actually very few. Actually very few. We've got Kerbal Foundries, which kind of looks like it's a lot, and that's the wheels that we've got at the front here. Though honestly, I'm probably going to end up removing these because I'm not overly keen on Kerbal Foundries. It was just because Wise asked me to, and I'm like, yeah, of course I will. And now I'm like, oh, I remember why I don't like this now. Other than that, it's all stock. Other than that, it is all stock. We got like the Mark II nose cones up ahead. Oh, this is snacks. This is food for our Kerbals. What else we got? We got vessel mover in case anything goes badly wrong, but I've literally never used it during the stream. And then we've got camera tools, which again is just for looking pretty, but I don't use it. And then target self. Yeah. Trying to remember how to fly by position with a kit, and then you go home, woo, and away it goes. Home, woo, and away it goes. How about if I go over there somewhere? I'm sure it used to look better. All right, anyway, let's stop mucking around with this. We are going up to the things. Pack snacks by mistake. No, we wanted the snacks anyway. We definitely needed the snacks. For the sky, oh, this is like RN something skybox. It's a bunch of numbers and letters. Hang about, let me have a look. RN 84748300 skybox. You need the texture replacer to do it, obviously, because that's the only way you can replace textures. And then you get this beautiful skybox. Yeah. There's some really good ones that are DNs, but this RN is the winner here. Yeah. So there's a lot of like red skyboxes and stuff like that, but this sort of purpley blue pinky thing I think is the best skybox by quite a long margin, actually. Quite a long margin. Can we warp up to the top here? Thanks. I'm a little impatient. I wanna be able to get moving. Okay, working well. Look at that band of cloud across there. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, let's stability assist and keep pushing it forwards. I always like the way these debris I'd recommend a mod, but it was discontinued at 1.2. Which one was it, though? Which one was it? Because I almost guarantee someone's done something very similar to it. Go! It's a good fly. It's a good fly. Are we going to make our way into a perfect little moon? Oh, K-Scale 64. Yeah, I saw you were playing that the other day, mate. Yeah. The thing is, if I was going to go for a larger mod, I would just go for real scale. There are a few things I would like to do in real scale solar system. I'd like to recreate the flights of some of the more famous missions, particularly things like Cassini and Juno and stuff like that, because these are missions that have happened during my lifetime that I don't know how they flew out there and stuff like that. I've used BD Armory to recreate collaborative, but your computer is terrible. It's not so much about the computer, it's mainly about getting people involved to play along. But I feel like there is a better version where you kind of play Risk. Everybody gets like 3 guys to begin with. And anyway, yeah, I think that would work out better. Let's move this over there. What's like my minimum transfer window? If I make like a minimal transfer from here, does this just mean I need to do more? Well, I know I do need to do more maneuvers afterwards, but is it more maneuvers? Is it more expensive maneuvers all in all? Yeah, collaborative was amazing. Unfortunately, Beardy and Tape wanted to go off and do their own thing, which, you know, it's cool. That's cool. Not bitter. I have an idea. Plant 200 trees. I was going to do 20. 200 is a lot of money to me, buddy. I don't know if you've noticed that there are 6 people watching my stream and nobody's dropped anything yet. You know, it's my ways of making money are limited. Yeah, I mean, how many trees have you planted, man? How many trees have you planted? Because like Teams trees, big thing. Have people got involved? People got involved. I should definitely put 20 together and stick a tweet out there, but that's pretty much all it's going to be for, though, is for the tweet, right? I mean, like me and my girlfriend, we already do a lot of like life choices, you know. She's gone full hog of like giving up meat and stuff, but you know, yeah, tape had life. I get that. Tape definitely had life. People spent some time asking me where Tape was, and I'm like, dude, I don't know. And it turns out that he'd actually like answered all these questions in a Q&A, but of course, who watches Q's and A's? I know I don't watch people's Q&As. No, that's not true. I watch quite a few people's Q&As, but I have to be quite invested in the channel before I do. And I don't know where I was going with that. You planted 16. Nice, man. Nice. If it's real scale, the rockets need to be too big, but in KL 64, the rockets are realistic size because Kerbal's parts are smaller than real ones. Yeah, okay. You've been encouraging people to donate money. It's a good choice. I mean, that's it. If you can't do yourself, then you need to also get involved with other people, right? You know, I was talking to my brother earlier about the need for recycling bins at his place. It's just a small thing. It really is not like gonna make a big impact on the world, but if everybody does that little impact, because that's how we've got in this mess, is everybody doing their little impact, right? By shopping with the companies that are terrible providers, because you get the classic, but it's the companies pumping out the fossil fuels or whatever. I can't do anything. It's like, yeah, but who's buying the products from them? You know. Anyway, after I've had my little rant here, we are 10 seconds away from the burn time. Let's go ahead and ready ourselves for it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. There is weight discrepancies here. There are weight discrepancies. I don't know why. We're gonna find out though. 2, 1. It's a good enough burn for me. Let's have a look. Why was it pulling so much to the side? I hope there's not massive weight discrepancies. I don't see any big problems. Where is the music? What is the Kerbal music? UI music. It should be there. There we go. I just had to give it a pump. But no, probably not the actual Interstellar music because copyrights and stuff, right? It's an unfortunate fact of the internet at the moment. Though, yeah, I think everybody agrees that copyright is broken right now, but who is going to fix it? It's pulling so much because it's got a flat tire on one side. You know what, man? It might very well be. Let's have a look. No, we're all good at the moment. Yeah, literally, I literally do not know. So I want to come here. We want to go and maneuver. We want to circularize for the cheapest possible orbit. There. That's the cheapest possible orbit. Wow, that is quite some inclination I've got. Hang about, should we do this? No, yeah, I mean the thing, like YouTube is not doing copyright. The thing you have to remember is, despite the fact that YouTube is calling copyright, they are just doing what they want to do because they're a company. They're not. Let's set this as target quickly. Sorry. They're not a government. They're not a free place or anything like that. They have just gone, hey, so we don't get into any more trouble for that. Because let's be honest, that's how YouTube grew themselves, was people going to look at illegally uploaded stuff. So we don't get into any more trouble. We'll just go above and beyond. You know, we'll go above and beyond. So what's your fix, Seb? I notice you're being like, YouTube needs fixing and stuff. What's your fix? How to do it? That's always the big contender. There is, how do you actually? Why can I not like set the moon as my target? What's going on here? I want to know how many degrees out of the ecliptic I am so that I can. All right, let's do this then. Let's add this maneuver and let's pull that up. Oh, yeah, look at that, sir. There we go. That's what we want. Beautiful, beautiful. If I then go back to the moon and then we re-kajigger this one. I love the word kajigger. I don't know if you noticed. Yeah, that looks good. Those are the moves. Make everything commons. That's great. I would love to know, and a lot of people do. I would love to know if you would be as free and easy with making everything commons if it was your stuff that you had sat down and spent 10,000 hours creating, and then someone just came along and went, oh, this is nice, let me build a story about it. A story that completely contradicts what you wanted to say about it. What'd you do in that case? Yeah. So that's the thing. Now I am a open source person, and almost anything I make, I will be much happier if someone else comes along. That is true socialism, though. Whoa, dude, putting words in my mouth much. Putting words in my mouth much. Socialism totally has space in this world, but the problem is that nobody actually knows what the definition of socialism is. They're just like, oh, anything that takes money out of my pocket must be socialism, right? And that's just as stupid as the people that you're trying to make fun of, you know? Anyway, whatever. I'm not going to get into that conversation. Let's come over here and do our next warp to maneuver node. Why does the music keep stopping at the moment? You guys hear that? It's properly stopped. France is the best form of socialism. You know what? I have not looked into it enough. I've been to France many times, and I wouldn't exactly call them a socialist state. Especially, no. Anyway, whatever. Especially as I know people living out there that have had to pay for stuff that you would expect socialism to not have to pay for. Should you invade South Korea? No, go for the northern one instead. 2, 1. Boop. Okay, that should nicely round my orbit out for me. Yeah, look at this. Beautiful, beautiful. I mean, like, every civilized country has lots of social welfare, Seb. The countries that don't, there's generally a big reason why people don't want to live there. I think you really need a really dark skybox because the stars are dim. You reckon? You reckon? Do you reckon? I'm down with the input, Gorgon Opsid. I really appreciate, but I kind of disagree with you, man. I kind of disagree. And obviously, this is a place where we can disagree with each other. There's no wrong with disagreement. Wait for 10 years. Good shout, man. Good shout. Oh, is that another cup of tea coming my way? Oh, that's great. Thanks. All right, we're just going to land this. I say just. We're going to land this, and then we're probably going to be done. I was kind of hoping to get more done, but, you know, we've engaged in the real talks here. We've engaged in the real talks. And I want to be like, well, I don't think Macron's a very socialist president. But, yeah, no, whatever. Which days do I stream? I stream Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesday now, funnily enough. I generally am finishing around about now. I've been going for about 2 hours. But Tuesdays are kind of like the long stream. Thursdays I stream earlier in the day, but between 5 and 7 British time, which means if we've just had daylight savings, good luck trying to figure out what time that's going to be, because I have no idea. But I also put out videos most days because, you know, videos are the long-term game. Look at it pulling. Look at it pulling. We're not going to be able to land like that. Does that mean this craft is just unbalanced? I mean, look how close that is and that isn't. What's happened? What has happened? Managed to get my Humming Ride of the Valkyrie Creative Commons true claimed by the London Orchestra. Yeah, again, that is YouTube going above and beyond, right? A YouTuber just like, bah. Yeah, King Golden, what's happened there is people have hijacked the word socialism to mean stuff that it doesn't mean. Just... like, getting rid of the Senate is not a socialist play, you know? And also, there's a big difference between, you know, happy socialism and national socialism, right? There's... just throwing the word socialism around is like throwing the word conservative around, right? Doesn't actually mean anything. You just mean the other person. And you got to learn to recognize that in your chat. Uneven fuel in tanks. Do you think? Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, there is uneven fuel in the tank. How has this happened? Got a fuel line. Is this fuel line not? Okay. All right. I think I see what's going on here. I'm gonna deactivate this engine. Shut down this engine. Okay. Are we gonna be able to balance this? I don't think we are. Is there anywhere that we're storing fuel that we could not store fuel? We'd need somewhere to stick it and then take it back out of. Unfortunately, we've got too much fuel right here. The Nazis might be fueling a global takeover. Unfortunately, fortunately, actually, let me just come in and say, fortunately, there's not exactly a global Nazi movement right now. It's just a bunch of idiots that go, yeah, I'm a Nazi. Yeah. All right, we're going to try and land at Pythagoras. We're going to set that as target. And we're going to start slowing down. More slowing down. You know what? More slowing down than that. And if we could, like, turn the... Nazis haven't existed since 1945. Yeah, I know, right? I know. But you know, we've got to stir up hate in the world. So we got to compare people that disagree with our way of governing, right? All of the nationalists need to band together as one and take down globalism. And the thing is, you know, they would be like, yeah, we need to do that. Yeah. We need to kill off politicians and let the press decide. Isn't that exactly what happens anyway? The politicians get elected to represent us. Then the media tells us what we're supposed to think about whatever things are being voted on. Then we ignore the whole thing as our representatives do what they want. Is that not how it works? Don't let the press decide. They're going for the highest bidder. It's true. It's true. Right, what are we doing here? We'll just go, do I want to like drop this right down onto the surface of the planet? Let's warp here. Sad but true. The press are designed to sell newspapers, yeah, not to inform you. Like, no one out there is there to just inform you. Even like your government-sponsored news is there to push the government's thing, all right? Are you going to try and land this? I am going to try and land this. Thanks for the use of the word try, Gorg. I love it. I love it. Yes, I am going to land this. We're going to land this. It's going to be glorious. It's going to be super unbalanced. It's going to be fun. Okay, facing the wrong way. It's going to turn itself over. This might take a little while. Oh, look at that level of detail load in there. That was cool. That was cool. You always land. It's just a question of how fast, how hard, and how many pieces. You'll be fine once you ditch the tanks. That's kind of the hope. That is the hope. We should be fine. We should be fine. I mean, what could actually go wrong? Okay, looking for my target. Where is my target? There you are. Hey, Pythagoras. No, you're already set. That's fine. Okay, cool. I'm not feeling overly great about our chances here. Oh, stop. Okay, we've only got fuel in one tank now. That's fine. If we could stop spinning, that would be great. Okay, then we come over here and we come over here. Oh man, that's no good. In, stop. 74 and 65, that's pretty good. Out, stop. 81 and 84, that's pretty good. We need to go retrograde and we go. What could go wrong, Kraken? Yeah, that's how we do it. That's how we do it. Okay, let's just get rid of those now. Oh, don't hit my solar panels. We're fine, guys. We're fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, we're fine. We're totally and utterly fine. Okay, does anybody know how much fuel we've got left in these tanks? Like how many? What delts? How many delts? What's the delts count? Because I sure don't, and I want to turn that way more. Maybe. Want to try and put this over the top. Okay, that's good enough. In fact, I've just remembered we're in a rover. We don't need to like try and put ourselves anywhere decent. We just like yeah, I'm not sure if we got enough delts actually. You guys might be right. Nah, look at it. We got loads of the real question is, do we have the to wait to slow ourselves down appropriately? We've got the fuel. Yeah, I have plenty enough doubts. Yeah. I have overcooked terminal. No, we're good. Do I want to try and turn? We're at our Apple apps. Now would be the time. Excuse my slurping. Best streamer. We've got the fuel, but we need a match. Yeah, no, we got this. We got this nailed. Maybe. Do we save it here? I think we should just make a little quick save right here. So we only need something like 400 to land, I believe. Nah, it's going to be more than that. Like Gorgonops is saying, he used 1,000 to land his satellite. I think 1,000 is a good sort of nice, comfortable buffer to land with. Could be much worse. Okay, coming in for the land. Not enough. It's all right. We don't want to get back. I did kind of want to bring some of this fuel down for moving about with. But whatever, we've got the beginnings of a base. We'll just bring something. I didn't attach a fuel port to this. Oh no! I mean, thankfully we've got the Kerbal attachment system, so we could just like fly a guy out there and make that happen. But it would have been nice if we'd pre-planned that and had somewhere for it. Okay, I think we're going to be coming down pretty heavy, but pretty cool. I'm not sure at what point I want to start slowing myself down. We are definitely, like, eye on the prize, coming in hard. But will it be enough? I think we'll be fine. Hey, look at my debris over there. If we select that. What's your trajectory, my friend? Oh, he's going to go blow up on the other side of the planet. You know what? If we put this down nicely, when we put this down nicely, we will watch the other guy. I can't read that, Seb. I'm sorry. I normally have gonna go with Polish translator out there, but not right now. Sorry. Personally, I think that is nice. Suicide burn will leave you enough fuel to get back. Only just. Do I have? Oh no, I don't have an engineer. Yeah, I mean, who knows? Who knows? The fates are against us. No, the odds are forever in our favour. No, was that a bit too much? All right, here we go. Let's try and because I don't want to slow myself going downwards. No, not target. Not yet. I want to be on surface the whole time. Yeah, I think we got this. I Oh no, I want to look at the map. Not turn that off. The reason I wanted to look at the map was because I wanted to make sure we weren't undershooting yet. Quick maths. Nah, we're gonna be fine. Look, we're gonna be fine. I think. If we could just slow down. I missed the Kerbal engineering readout that tells me what my horizontal and my vertical components of my flight are. Those are two very handy numbers. Okay, we're going to deploy the landing gear. We're going to turn the brakes on to make them landing legs rather than... Because copyright for references, you know it, man. Okay. Yeah, so we put the brakes on so they become landing legs rather than landing wheels. I need to sneeze, which is really not helpful. Oh. Please. Oh, no. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Sorry, I feel bad. I'm just gonna turn my engine off here. We're a little too high off the floor to do some serious stuff. Thank you to be slowing down that fast. You're off by a lot. This is a very low to weight. I'd say 3 kilometer suicide burn. No, I think we're good, man. I think we're good. I mean, like I say, I don't like to suicide burns. Oh, dude, good shout. Oh no. Being given the heads up from chat to change to the land-based altimeter rather than the ocean-based altimeter, which totally makes sense on the moon, I would like to point out. Okay, we're coming at 4.4, 4.3, 4.2. I'd like to be touching down at 3. If at all possible, 3 meters per second is a good touchdown speed for me. 3.7, I'll take it. 3.6, cut engines, tip forwards, on the wheels, landing down. Okay, here we go. Turn the brakes off and start rolling forwards. I want to turn SAS mode onto SAS only. Beautiful. So now when we push forwards, we're not getting the pilot. Oceans of long hardened lava. Yeah, you know it, man. You know it. All right, we've got less than a kilometer to drift over there. Man, that's really good. Like, really good. I'm surprised about how well that turned out. It turns off, you know. Who knows? All right, this is one of the parts that personally, when I'm just playing on my own, I love the most. Driving around rovers or doing things like that. It's not drifting under parachute power, you know. But on stream, it's not the best. It's like flying planes. I love flying planes in Kerbal Space Program. I love getting it up, like skipping across the top of the atmosphere, trying to get maximum fuel efficiency for where you're trying to go. But it is boring on stream. I'm just sat here being like, well, now we've been driving for a little bit, guys, and I've done the same thing that I've done a few times now, you know. It's kind of it's a weird dichotomy dichotomy, what a great word, between what works when I'm playing and what works when I'm recording. Yeah, because you would have thought good gameplay would make good video, but that's not necessarily the case. Not necessarily. I mean, just look at, like, I don't know, Game of Civ, very intense, very much like, oh, I want to know what's going on. Watching a video is boring. Alright, we are looking good. We are rolling up. And I think with that, I'm going to say thank you very much for joining me for this adventure, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you guys on Thursday when we will come out and we will make use of this stuff here. I think maybe we need to make some sort of hookup system or something like that. That would definitely work out well. It almost looks as scary as an attack coming at you from out of the ice clouds, right? Yeah, all through this week I'm releasing Absolov and Oxygen Not Included, so if you're interested in either of either Viking horror future robots sticking stuff in my eyes type stuff, or in for Space Colony Simulation, yeah, why not, check me out there. But as I say, I will see you then. Thanks very much for coming out, guys. Bye.